just say less. Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Podcast lit, baby, just say less. And we climbing up the charts, just say less.
Welcome back to another episode of the Say Less podcast. I am one of your hosts, Nike Too Wavy.
Hey, your boy Peanut Ray. What's happening?
This is Diamond. I'm here another week.
Oh, yes. And your boy, Davell. Turner, please.
Quarantine.
Yes, sir. Ski, excursi. This is what, episode 9?
Yeah, we almost
9 episodes in this thing. 9 episodes, almost to that Big 10.
Yeah.
A long time ago, but the Rona wanted to play games with us.
Hopefully we're all back together for episode 10. That would be a good episode.
Man, I'm ready to go back to the studio, man.
Man, I can't wait.
You know, I was just thinking, like, it didn't hit me till today. I ordered some Papa John's, and the dude, you know, he called me and said, "Can you come down to get me?" Okay, first of all, I'm like, okay, why I gotta come down? You don't want that tip that bad, obviously. But I went down there, and he had a Jeep, and he had some little baby playing, and he was just out there chilling, and then it just, like, hit me. It just hit me being outside, just chilling with some music playing. I think I missed
Parking lot pimping.
I might miss it all, man. It just hit right there. I was like,
dang.
Yeah, man, it's tough, but shit, it's almost over though. Well, shit, I don't know.
I don't know if it's gonna ever be over, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be riding this Corona wave for the rest of the year.
yeah,
We just gotta have to go back to business as usual and social distance.
yeah, because I wouldn't mind a little Sunday fun day or something, you know, just a little, like just one. I ain't trying to, you know, just one, just for a little bit.
Day drinking.
Just go in there.
I was thinking about having a little barbecue for my birthday, but the way my backyard set up, I still ain't got no grill or nothing yet.
Yeah.
I got a little mini grill, but you know, it ain't. You can cook about 3 hot dogs at a time. Hey, we'll get to y'all. Just gonna take a little bit.
I can get one before 2 weeks, but I don't know. I might just chill.
Yeah, I need to get me one, man. I've been like bullshitting.
Chill. But y'all think, what do y'all think about Tarrant County had over 500 cases in a day from the corona? Y'all heard about that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Record. Yeah, and they said it affected mostly like the prison system. So like it was like 500 and something inmates got the coronavirus, and then it was like 100 outside of the prison system that got it, but all in a day time span. So it's getting worse for us.
So are they just testing all the prisoners?
I don't even know. Well, I think they had to, because I think once you had like
One
X
of them
amount, then you have to start trying to isolate them somehow, which I don't know how you're gonna do that in prison.
Man, that's terrible, man. They need to start.
I did not know that. 500 cases in a day? You said in a day?
In a day.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's 24 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the highest that it's been. So it's only going to get worse from here because everything opening back up.
Yeah, but that's also you said most of them were in a prison, right? So that one spread quickly because they're in a confined space with each other. So there's no social distancing there.
But how a month into this, is it just now happening?
Someone must have visited with the Rona.
But I mean, they stop all visitation hours. So only thing it could be is possibly like the guards and stuff, the CEOs and stuff that's coming in there.
That's true. That's true, because they do gotta go home.
And then, or like the way they get their food and all that, people that make deliveries and stuff to them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you think about like the conspiracies type deal, and you're thinking like, oh, they planting the seed in the prison system trying to take us out.
Nah. They make too much money on them.
I was gonna say they want them inmates.
They make too much
I don't know though. That's wild. That's wild.
All right, man. Well, prayers up for those brothers in there, man. Got to fight the judicial system, COVID system. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying?
All the systems.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
So,
Davell, you got a random question for us today? What you got for us?
So I got a random question for y'all.
In the head of Davell.
In the head of Davell, what's been going on in my head? You know, I don't.
Corona got everybody's minds just.
Oh, you know what? I do got a question, actually. Now that I think about it, have y'all noticed that, like, when you're watching a show and stuff like that, like when you hear music in the show, like songs out of context, do y'all not think they sound just way better than when you like say like you haven't heard the song before, but say a show just shows a little clip of it, like just a little 2 bars or something like that. You hear, and you're like, whoa, what was that?
You actually hear the lyrics
up and stuff, and I'm like, but and then I wonder because I was like, if I had heard this song, like someone just had showed me the song, like, hey, yo, listen to this song,
It wouldn't have the same effect.
I don't think it would have had the same effect. I really don't. I was just thinking about that honestly because I was watching Insecure, and you know they little clips in there, and then there was one song in there by a dude named Kawau. I looked him up and everything. His name's like Kawau or something like that. But
you know what though? Movies and TV shows do that though, because like you can hear a certain song today and it'll put you back to a movie you watched. Like when you hear the song "Just Got Paid Friday Night," what movie you think about?
God dang, what is that? House Party?
No.
I could.
Love and Basketball. Come on.
Nah.
Oh, that is. Oh, that is.
Like if you would have said, "Thank God it's Friday. All my people don't want to go to work. Thank God it's
Friday." You know that because it says the song title.
But that takes you back to that movie though.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of songs. I mean, a lot of songs that take you back to a certain movie.
Yeah.
Like,
they did play that Love and Basketball. Okay.
I thought y'all would have got that one. That was an easy.
No, that one. That was fair. That was fair.
That was an easy one.
Well, the main song in Love and Basketball that I think about is the slow.
Yeah. That one. That
was too easy. I was trying to,
that
something else out there. Maxwell.
Didn't they play "It Takes Two" in Love and Basketball?
Yeah, they played that.
I think about that.
Yeah. I think about that too.
Nah, I think about Just Got Paid because I remember when it was like.
Yeah. That's true. I would love to be the person that picks out the songs to play in the movie and stuff, or like in the trailer or parts of the movies. That's a cool little job. I don't know who is that, but
hey, I'm glad you brought this up. So what would be a job, that's not like a job that everybody wants to have, but you would like to have? Like Davell saying that he would like to have a song selector for movies and stuff. What would y'all like to do? I could tell y'all mine's off the top of my head.
Now go ahead and tell us so I can think about mine.
I would be a seat filler.
A seat filler?
Wait, what you mean?
So like at the award shows, sitting at like, how they have like seat fillers to make it seem like it's packed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sitting right next to Jay-Z, Kendrick, and all them. Yeah.
I don't know if they would sit you right next to Jay-Z.
Right.
They do. They do. But you're not supposed to make contact with them.
For that one.
You're not supposed to make contact or anything with them, or you'll lose your job.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
But
just
to be in the vicinity would make me.
Dom, could you do that if you was assigned to sit next to Beyonce and they said, "Okay, now don't look, don't say nothing, just sit there.
Don't look at nothing, don't touch it."
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it. You say F this job.
I can do it because you know what? They gonna talk to me, and if they talk to me, I'm gonna talk back, and that's it. I might lose my job, but I got to meet Kendrick.
But I was about to say, we jumping around a little bit, but going back to Davell's point, and Jordan Peele, like he does that a lot with songs and movies, where you can't unhear a song after you hear it in one of his movies. So like in the way he did Childish Gambino song.
Oh, Stay Woke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't unhear that. And then he did I Got 5 on it for Us.
Yeah.
So there's certain songs that you just.
And
those movies don't really make me think of those songs though.
But with Redbone, I hadn't heard. I had listened to Childish Gambino's album before I seen that movie, but Redbone really didn't stick out to me. Or maybe I didn't really listen to it fully. But I listened to the album. But then when the trailer and the movie came out, I was like, "What song is this?" I didn't even. It was like I heard it all differently, and I was like, now I heard that, and I love the song. So
yeah, Jordan Peele, I think he's really good at, like you said, whoever chooses the music for like the trailers, he's like good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes back to Insecure, because Issa Rae, she literally has a whole bunch of underground artists and stuff like that she plays songs in the backgrounds of her show. And I mean, it definitely make you go like Davell said, you go look up and see who's this, like. So since we already on Insecure, we gotta talk about this last episode.
Oh yeah, I'm caught up now, baby.
We gotta talk about. I don't really fuck with Molly anymore.
Hey, you know what? I ain't even finished it, but we're gonna talk about
What? You ain't finished it?
Nah,
Ah.
not the last episode.
I finished it.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's run it though.
Man, I never really liked Molly.
Right.
Start there. I never liked her, but they just made her into just like and
a BITCH. That's what you gonna call me.
Like, and I'm the type of person where I like to think about their point of view. So I've been trying to think about Molly's point of view through all this things. And I still think she's tripping.
Have no reason to be mad.
Still tripping. She's still tripping. I don't know. Is there anybody out there on Molly's side? Anybody?
Right. Please hit us up.
I don't think
because I was really trying to see it through her point of view, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay, I can understand that. But then when she blew up about the Issa reaching out to him about the block party thing, and she just blew up about that, and I was like,
I kind of respected Molly for that though. That's particular scenario because like Issa kind of leaned on each other for a lot of shit. But when she was trying to like get her life together and shit, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to be with this guy, you know what I'm saying, like with no distractions or outside influences. And then Issa hit her up like, hey, can you do such and such? And she's like, no, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Okay, but the way, go ahead, Dom.
When has Issa, like, if we go back, when has Issa ever, in her lowest of lows, reached out to Molly for help? She didn't have nowhere to stay. She didn't reach out to Molly. She didn't have a job. She didn't reach out to Molly. So I felt like she automatically
had a whole B on me.
She knew that Molly wasn't.
They trying to get me. The killer was. They trying to get me.
She knew that Molly wasn't the friend to like rely on. Like she just seems unreliable and a hater. That's my thing.
For me, like that's your best friend. So it wasn't like she was just like asking for a lot. But okay, I respect your wishes. You didn't want to be involved with a band. But we have a mutual friend that's friends with your boo. So I asked him if he can hook it up for me. I didn't feel like that was no snake. That wasn't really snake of her. Because, I mean, she pretty much said she didn't want to be involved in it because she didn't want to jeopardize her relationship. But because they have mutual friends and she went through a mutual friend and asked him to help out, I didn't feel like that was snake-like.
What is Molly's reason for not wanting to be involved besides not wanting to help her friend?
No reason really.
Exactly. That's a hater move. You just didn't want to see him win.
I mean, I can understand being upset about it, but the level of upset she was is what threw me off. I was like, okay, that ain't that big. Like you could be like, oh, I told you I didn't, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But how mad she was, like they about to fight over it.
Really?
I was like, no, she's tripping on that. Like I can understand her being upset. Like she could be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But to be that upset, but really it was because they've been boiling it up. So it all just exploded.
I feel like she don't want to be her friend no more. Like you're making pity arguments just for what? Like that's how I feel. So like, y'all just don't want to be friends. Don't be friends.
So do we think that Molly should have, even if Molly felt some type of way about that, should she have addressed it at the block party that night?
No.
She was just hot. She was hot.
But at what?
That hot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think throughout the whole season they just been
showing
both kind of like, because they have that type of relationship where they just tell each other like, okay, you doing this and you doing that, and they both just been taking it hard this season. Like they've been everything they say like, oh, what were you about to say? Like, oh, you seem like you don't want to be happy, and they really being hurt. They being
that really. I mean, just because she said that you just don't want to be happy, like I feel like that was real. I would want my best friend to tell me these things. This is why you have a best friend. So I don't feel like she did anything outside of the norm. Like Molly just didn't want to hear it.
I think they've been very sensitive this season because I feel like they talked to each other like that before, and they kind of just get over that. I feel like this off the show.
They're just trying to kick it off.
This season the storyline is them messing up or whatever.
They're out.
But yeah, but since they are on this beef, I'm definitely team Issa. I feel like I've been trying to see Molly's way, and no.
Now,
I never liked Molly anyway, so.
Right.
yeah, I think this season, I think this is the season that they showed like Molly's insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, because before she was fucking with Dro, and she was doing like all this other wild shit, and like had no repercussions. Her friends would never like they'd talk, but nobody ever put in check about it. It's all Issa be like, all right, girl, do you? You know what I'm saying? And then they keep it pushing. But now that they actually having some dialogue about it, she's starting to realize she was doing some fuck shit.
But so I think the show is showing us Molly's insecurities, but I don't think Molly sees her insecurities. Like I don't think
No, Molly doesn't see it at all.
Not at all.
In what she's doing right now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm exciting to see her character develop, and I wonder if she is going to have a self-reflection moment, because right now she's not. She projects everything onto Issa. Whatever she internally is feeling about herself, she makes it Issa's fault, or she says this is how Issa's acting, and it's actually how she's acting.
I think they're going to kick her off the show.
Nah.
I feel like they're going to take her off the show.
I like the actress.
I think they're going to take her off the show because it don't make no sense for her to, like, be acting this way. Unless they just gonna have a big kumbaya moment at the end of it, but
well, yeah, like Cassie, I think she gonna like probably most likely have like a self-reflection and kind of try to grow from it, because she right now she's oblivious. Because it's funny, like in the season, Issa was complaining about something, and then Molly kind of hit her with like some honesty and was like blah 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 blah, and Issa got kind of offended by it, and then Issa did the exact same thing like the next episode, like Molly was saying something and Molly got way upset, like, and I was just like, y'all, you just did the same thing to her. It's like, so I think I'm with Don. I think they're gonna probably do like a self-reflection. She's gonna realize, like her Asian team, he's kind of cool. Yeah, he's cool and relaxed. So he's even trying to point stuff out, like, hey, you realize like this was a lot to put together and stuff.
Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
Wait, are you mad because I helped your best friend? Like literally. That's your best friend. Like,
see the problem with it. That's why I was like, yeah, there ain't no problem with it. He was like, yeah, that's your best friend. So of course I'll help out.
Right.
And and he was just trying to. And, watching this show also makes me like, is this how women relationships? Do y'all see like a truth in like what's been going on and stuff? Like as far as like how girls can, I don't know, like just like the dynamics of it.
To some extent.
Because like certain things I was looking at, and I know it's a show, so things get exaggerated. Yeah. But like certain things, I was just like, this just is not a big deal. I was like, I just feel like dudes wouldn't trip over this type of stuff. I was like, I don't know, like.
Example. I mean, like.
I'm trying to think because there was one specific thing where I was just like, why are y'all upset about this? I was like,
to a certain extent. I mean, I feel like with females, like especially like I know with my best friends, there's times that. Like, I'm the honest friend, so I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear. And sometimes they don't want to hear that, so they'll go to one of our other best friends because they need somebody on their side versus hearing the real. And, or they'll come, or one of them will, depending on who it is, the other person will come to me and be like, don't blow up. I know you're going to think this, but just let it be. But I'm the honest friend, so sometimes I hurt feelings more so than others. But I'm like, I want it the same way. Like, give me that constructive criticism and feedback, too. If I'm tripping over this dude, tell me I'm tripping over this dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
a turning point in the season was when they were supposed to have pot time on Thanksgiving, and Issa and her brother dipped out to go get tacos and shit.
Yeah.
And Issa hit up Molly and was like, nah. Texas was like, oh, nah, something came up, I can't make it. And then Molly, she didn't show it, but she got upset because they were supposed to have a conversation.
Yeah. About the whole thing with her.
About their relationship, basically.
Yeah, and I think that was a big turning point.
That was like the last.
Yeah, there were a few like little small things like that where they were like, "Oh, can we do it another time?" Or something else, like little small things. You saw like whoever it was, either Issa or Molly, and they just be like,
right.
Okay, like tell you they took it in. So everything was like boiling up, which is why I think Molly was so upset that night because I was like,
right,
this is nothing to be that mad about, but. When you let things build up and then it just explodes out.
So there was one scene where I did feel what Molly was feeling. And this is probably a petty reason that you're talking about, Davell. When Issa was having like a lunch meeting or whatever with Condola, Lawrence's new girlfriend.
That's what it was. That's exactly what the thing I was thinking of.
Nah, that was petty.
And so Molly shows up and she's mad that Condola's there.
That's petty.
I would have been mad too.
Yeah.
That is.
Signed up for the one-on-one.
That's what exactly what I was talking about.
Now we have a third wheel. So
that would upset you.
yeah, for sure.
So what was it? What is it about it that would upset you?
Oh
Is
shoot.
it didn't let you know that she was gonna be there, or like, is it just because you don't like her, or?
Obviously, we have a set meeting for what we're going to talk about. I don't like. Why is there any other parties involved? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think she should have gave her a heads up too, but like, hey,
hey, Condola's
such and
gonna
such is with
join
me,
lunch.
you know, because that's disrespectful. Because I know I would have felt some type of way too.
Well, was Condola like there by accident? Like she just happened to be there, and then they started talking or whatever, and then.
I think Issa and Condola had like a little meeting or whatever.
Oh, so they were doing something. It just went longer.
And then she's like, hey, I'm about to meet up with Molly. You can stick around. No, you can't stick around. Bye.
Right. Especially because, you know, things ain't been right.
So yeah, so I can see, because that time is for y'all to talk and get stuff off the chest.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking of it as more of a casual thing. Like, say I'm me and Peanut is chilling somewhere, and then but I had told some dude to come. Like, I wouldn't be upset that, you know, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, me either.
Whatever.
But I think
But
guys
I
also,
understand that you
I
saying
want-
like that's y'all time to like talk about. Like maybe if I had something really important to talk to Peanut about or something, then I could see that. Like.
But I think guys are also more easygoing, because even if, like, let's take the serious talk out of it. Like, even if I didn't have anything serious to say with my best friend, Condola wasn't a mutual friend. Like, that was literally
It would make it awkward.
Issa's friend. I don't like hanging out with other people's friends. I don't know them.
Okay, I'm different because I wouldn't mind it. Depending on what I had to say to them. Like, if we had to have like a heart-to-heart and they brought somebody, then I would feel some type of way. But if we were just going to kick it and they brought somebody, I wouldn't trip because I'm just a social person.
Yeah, see, no. Nope.
I'm a social butterfly.
Just tell me,
bring
Ellie,
anybody around.
you have to
I'ma
let me
talk to 'em.
know. Like, hey, like my best friend is Brandy, and she's from Dallas. So, like, if she was like, meet me here, and next thing you know, she's with like some of her high school friends, I'm like, why am I here? Like, y'all have y'all reunion. I'm leaving.
I wouldn't mind. I don't care about stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't be tripping.
Yeah, I trip.
I'm still getting drunk.
Also, you know, speaking of Condola, so her and Lawrence broke up. Did I miss the part where they said why they broke up or whatever? Because I assumed it was
Because Lauren still want Issa.
Yeah, I assumed it was because I was just like, did I miss like the part? But
Nah. My boy Lawrence was a rebound, bruh. He was a rebound, man.
Yeah, I could tell things weren't gonna work out.
I think that he had a conversation with Condola, and they was talking about Issa, and they made him realize
that's probably why.
that he still had feelings.
Also, I have a question for y'all. So, Condola had a Friendsgiving and didn't invite Lawrence. How would y'all feel if your girl, the person you was dating, had a Friendsgiving and didn't invite y'all? Because I think that's initially why he was mad and felt like, oh, so.
Yeah, because she was like, well, I didn't invite you. You kind of invited yourself.
That's disrespectful.
She said that, I kind of laughed. I was like, oh.
Okay, that's kind of disrespectful though.
Yeah, she didn't
I
get
mean, he did though. He did invite himself because.
But
I mean,
still, like.
But
She mentioned it, and he was just like, "Oh, you want me to come, huh?"
It's a Friendsgiving though.
But it's
So
just
would
funny
you
that,
have felt
like,
some type of way if you weren't invited to your girl's Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
so if I was like seriously dating, oh yeah, if I was seriously dating, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Because
maybe.
there were also other guys there. It wasn't like a girls thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
It just, to me, it depends on how serious y'all are. Cause cause I feel like I couldn't tell how serious they were. I kind of feel like they was kind of new, like maybe within like a month or something like that.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I would not have cared at all. I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, you shouldn't invite me. We don't even know each other that well. That's fine.
I mean, it's different. It was a Friendsgiving. It's not like it was a family thing.
But still, I would understand why they wouldn't want to invite me, this new guy they just started dating.
It would definitely depend on how long you've been talking, but then I would kind of feel some way. If I was talking to him for a little while, I'll kind of feel like, dang, she must be messing with somebody else, or he must be messing with somebody else. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it depends on the type of the relationship. Like, I feel like Lawrence was wanting it more than she was. So, Lawrence seemed like he ready to settle down. Like he seemed like he's like
He a relationship type guy.
Lawrence is looking for someone to help him get over Issa.
Like honestly, in that instance, if it was me, I'd be like, oh, cool, you got your Friendsgiving coming up, that's what's up. And then the next day, you know what I'm saying, I hit her up, text like, so how was the Friendsgiving? I'd be mad at the motherfucker though, but
Petty.
yeah, how was Friendsgiving and shit?
So you wouldn't do the Lawrence and just invite you, like, oh, you want me to come, huh?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, so
like,
you wouldn't invite yourself, but you would be mad that you weren't invited.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you telling me you having a Friendsgiving and
Like, am I not your friend?
Nah, I wouldn't care that much, especially if like because it seemed new to me. Like it seemed like a new type of relationship.
I won't forget it.
Yeah, as a girl.
I would have remembered.
That
Though. I
time
would
when
remember.
they need a Friendsgiving.
I would remember though.
Man. So enough about Insecure. Have y'all ever watched Dave?
That's some shit.
Yes.
Hey, I binge watched Dave in like 2 days.
Yes, it was good, wasn't it?
It was.
It
was funny. Lil Dicky is hilarious.
Hey, what y'all think about Gator?
Gator,
Bro.
he deserves an
Gator remind me of just like a regular dude I grew up with. Honestly, That remind me of.
That's
Gator crazy.
His character was,
Hey, you know what I liked even more about it was that was like their real life intertwined with the show. Because Gator, he really got bipolar disorder.
mm-hmm.
So and you like when he told me start crying and shit, I said, man, this shit seems so real.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was, you know what I'm saying? So
And
that
it was good because like leading up to that episode, I didn't really know what was like wrong with him. It was just like, man, this nigga crazy. But
Right.
then you got to it and you was like, oh,
Dang.
wow. And then it just made you like him more.
I think I like the show because you could tell that it's real. Because even all the way up to the Breakfast Club interview, like I remember when he did his Breakfast Club interview. I think he actually wore the same outfit.
Oh, did he?
On the show, like
I believe that.
I like the realness of it. It just feel like this is some shit that he really was going through. Like when he started making it. Well, when he created a buzz for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the stuff that he was going through.
It's on FX, and so like it's pretty similar to the show Atlanta. So that was good.
Oh, yeah.
And then I seen Kevin Hart EP executive produced it.
Yeah,
he's a producer. Yeah, man, it was good. Everything about it was good. I liked every episode. Like every episode.
Hey, one of the funniest scenes to me was when Lil Dicky went to the studio for like the first time he tried to get that feature with YG. And he took the tuna sandwich, and YG was walking at the door. He's like, "Man, what's that smell?" He said, "It smell like shit in here." He's like, "It stink."
Yeah, it was like smell like tuna in here.
It smell like shit in here.
Yeah, the show was funny. It even because I mean I don't know how much music of Lil Dicky y'all didn't listen to. I think I've only only that Chris Brown song. Actually, I can't think of another song other than Chris Brown.
That's the only one.
That's the only one. But I mean, I think it shows us that he could actually rap.
He's talented.
Yeah.
He could rap.
Yeah, he can go.
And I think that's something that I didn't really pay attention to, because he was just like
every time he did a little rap thing, it went. It really did. I was like, oh, it had me bouncing.
The rap he was talking about, like the prison system, like that long 20 minutes.
That was lit. Bro, that whole thing, I was big.
That was wild.
Little story. I was like that, and I was so caught up in the moment.
You was caught up in it.
It was really happening. I was thinking it was really. I was like, dang. I'm just watching, like, dang, bro, he done messed up. He didn't hear with him. Like, oh man.
He was really going. He was like, wait. He was like, he was like, you gotta wait to the ending. The ending goes into breakdown. I was like, nah.
Bro, that show, bro. I was pleasantly surprised with that show. Cause I seen people talking about it. It was like, bro, this show funny. I was like, I guess I give it a try. But
you think
show goes right from the beginning. I was down with it.
Yeah, from the beginning, it drew me in. How y'all think it? Like, you think it's gonna be a season 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause I think there's a lot of people been watching it. The producer on the show, like that's actually in the show. I'm forgetting his name, but ain't he in like Odd Future or something?
Yep. And
I'm trying.
his sister is the singer from the internet.
Sid?
Yep, that's his sister.
What? That's crazy. Sid is talented. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, who's his sister?
Sid? Sid the Kid, right? Ain't that the name? Sid the Kid?
Yeah.
Sid the Kid from the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, what's his name?
I can't think his name for shit.
I can't think. I was like, I knew he was from like Odd Future or something. I was like, I'm trying to remember who he was, but yeah.
Hey, you remember that part in the show when Yada was talking about how you like hanging out with him and shit? He was like, this dude. He's talking about him. L. He's like, man, this dude right here. You know, he wore all the cool clothes. You know, he know all the lingo, but he pronounced all his words. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was actually kind of mad the Gator wasn't in like these last few episodes. I was like,
Yeah.
Like, because every he was in, I was down. Like, he stole the show, honestly.
They talking about him winning the Emmy for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he stole the show. He was a scene stealer.
What would that be, like, supporting actress, I think?
Yeah, he did supporting.
Mm-hmm.
No, he killed that role, though. He killed that role. I ain't never seen him before. Like, has he acted in anything else?
No, that's really his man's for real. That's like really his boy.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. It's kind of like they real life and they just put it in scripted form. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's cool.
But like, is all the people like that's like his real inner circle, like his girlfriend? That was his girlfriend at the time, or like?
I doubted that was his girlfriend.
No, I think I've seen that girl before somewhere. She's on
the music side, I believe so though.
But so his producer, that's like his man's for real?
Yeah, they all know each other from the whole LA.
They back when?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Wolfgang, internet, the whole shit.
See, that make the show even cooler because it's his inner circle and everybody getting paid. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. And what I did, one of the stories that I took away from it, which I did like, was how they were talking about his white privilege as a rapper in hip hop, and how like white moms was like, we don't let our son listen to hip hop unless it's you or Macklemore. And, you know, Macklemore had that whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, damn. At least he understands.
He definitely put that out there from the beginning, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like of his career, when we first heard Lil Dicky, like he was putting that out there, like, I know I'm privileged, I know this, and that. So I mean, that's what I respected him for. But I didn't see him as a rapper. I just seen him as like a comedian, just like he like in the show.
Yeah. It's like in the show, you think of him as a comedian. That's what was interesting. Because even when I think about that Chris Brown song, I thought of him as like a comedian. Like he was flowing, but it was just like it's like comedy. So I was like,
it's like when I had watched this interview, I think with the Breakfast Club, and he was telling us how like he was like he worked at a tax office or something like that, like, and he just decided that he didn't want to do this shit no more and just wanted to start rapping. Like he had a basic 9-to-5 job, and then he just was like, you know what, I just want to rap, and then like was actually good at it. He was like, I'm just was a nerdy white boy that was like a tax accountant or some shit like that, and decided I wanted to rap.
I got a question for y'all though, Nike and Dime. So if y'all was dating a guy, right, and you walked in the bathroom and you seen
that thing,
yeah, banging the little rubber doll or whatever the hell it was, and then he just tell you all his insecurities, would you feel insecure as a woman? Like, this guy is not having sex with me, but he's
because I would be like, damn, like I couldn't make.
He's using the stick to clean.
I couldn't break this nigga off. Like, come on, man.
Like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Like, why are we even together? Shit.
Well, he was still having sex with his girl, but he just.
Wait, why was he, every time he was about to come, he had to look at the Drake poster?
Right, that was weird.
That was weird.
I feel like it was like a habit for him because he'd been doing that since he was a kid. Like he saw the Drake poster when he was using the thing. So it's just like,
that's crazy. Like you really trying to come to Drake. You wasn't trying to come for me.
That part.
No, I think. Well, no, I know it looked like that. But
yes, that's how it felt. That's how it seemed.
It's what it seemed, but psychologically, it wasn't because of Drake. It's just something he just always did. So
like,
it wasn't.
Like he had to focus.
Like, it could have been anything right there.
Yeah, he had to focus.
Hell no. But the fact that he had to go really ejaculate to a fake ass That's disturbing.
You know, it was funny, like how he was talking about his insecurities with his like he was when he was describing like the first scene like he talking to the doctor about it or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the very first scene.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I've gotten real good at the lighting.
I got two hoes. When I'm at the urinal, I have to hold one of them so I look.
When he's talking about that, I was like, oh my God. But I felt bad for him.
It was like, no, she's like, no.
He's like,
what did he say? He's like, I've gotten really good with the lighting. And
real good.
I was crying, bro. I was like, this is the first show in a while that made me like laugh out loud. Like I laughed out loud.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, the whole thing is funny. I like it. Thank you, Lil Dicky, for sharing your life with us, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I need more of it.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and renew you for season 2 if they haven't already.
Oh, they will. I'm gonna see to that.
Oh,
have y'all been listening to any new music that came out?
Yes.
Oh man, it's a lot of good stuff that came out.
It's one that's flying under the radar that I really like.
What's that?
It's this Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy, my brother's keeper.
Okay, I haven't.
I messed with both of them, but I ain't heard that song.
Nah, it's a tape.
They have a whole mixtape.
Oh, it's a whole mixtape?
Yeah.
Cause I like Freddie. Like I felt like I liked his that last project that just came out. I think it was an album, wasn't it? I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it just came out last year. I think it was last year. But I messed with it. I was like, dang, it's mug. So yeah, I'm definitely listening to that.
I think Kalani's album was fire.
I haven't listened to it.
That's a 10 out of 10.
I heard good things about it.
It's fire. I fucks with it heavy.
10 out of 10.
I like the album cover.
What?
Very, very nice. Very.
What other albums did I listen to?
Aesthetically.
I listened to Bobby and Lil TJ album.
How's that little TJ?
It was all right. He put everybody from New York on that album.
He the king of New York.
That's what
He the king of New York.
Oh yeah,
he
you talking about
everybody on there. He put everybody from the city on there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, 6ix9ine.
Yeah, king of New York.
Oh, did y'all listen to that Chris Brown?
Oh yeah, that was trash.
Nah, I didn't.
Chris Brown and Thug wasn't that good.
Chris Brown and Young Thug.
How can it not be good?
It's
I didn't. Nah, it wasn't trash to me. I thought it was cool.
It wasn't trash, but it wasn't. It sounded like a whole bunch of throwaways.
Young Thug said he recorded that and wrote all his verses in a day, and it shows.
Yeah, he's probably saying some silly shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that song on there is a song that's on the radio. Not right now. What's it called? Get something, and then that big song.
That tape is just like I said, that's the type of music. That's the type of music that I can just throw on and I ain't really gotta pay attention to, and it's just it's on and I can just listen to it. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Like some white noise in the background, huh?
Yeah, because like you just said, like she just said, Young Thug told his verses. Like I told you, I can't think of a single line in a Young Thug song. I can't think because I never really listened that deeply to it.
Go Crazy is probably the best song on there.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was.
It was okay. I gave it a listen, but it wasn't nothing that I like pulled out and was like fire.
I won't listen to it again.
I like Lil Durk.
Okay. I like Lil Durk. I haven't listened to the whole album yet. It's so far so good.
Got some bangers on there. I liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I like Lil Durk.
Yeah. Even the songs that I didn't like, I could still listen to. Like I could let it play, like the whole album. If I'm like, I need an album to listen to real quick.
That's exactly what I did. I was playing Madden, and then I just threw my headset on, my headphones on, and just listen to like I let it play all the way through, no skips or nothing. So I was like, if I could do that, you know.
Yep.
Solid album.
In today's climate of bullshit.
Right, for sure.
Nav came out with an album. I didn't listen to it yet.
Who?
Nav, N-A-V.
Oh.
I've heard some songs from him, but I ain't listened to his album.
The last little project he put out, I started to listen to, and I was like, so I didn't listen to this one.
Does he have he probably has a Meek feature. I'll probably listen to that. Does he? He has a Quavo. Oh, no Meek. He had Meek on the last one, though. That tap.
Oh, yeah.
Nav dropped 2 tapes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good. Let me see. Oh no, never mind. It's one. I guess the other one is a deluxe.
It was produced by Tay Keith, so it might be good.
Take Keith.
Take it.
Well, that song from Insecure that I heard, Kamau,
Mm-hmm.
it's Kamau.
Mhm.
I liked that song. They played it at the end of like episode 2 or 3 or something like that. But
And it was crazy. Come out been out for a minute too.
yeah, I've never heard of him.
Oh wow.
Did y'all check out NBA YoungBoy?
No ma'am.
I haven't checked him out either. I know he
No,
dropped.
now you know I don't think I will.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think I will. It's too much. It's too much noise in his music. I don't know. Like I don't even know who. I'm certain that his crowd is a bunch of or his audience is like a bunch of suburban teenagers that want to be in the streets. And I'm not one of them, so I don't think his music.
He got that, but he also has really, really, really young kids that also want to be in the streets that are black, like hood kids.
Yeah, the kids love young
They're
boy.
just kids though. They're all kids. I think he has
Kids love young boy.
all genres of kids.
Yeah, the ones that want to be.
I like watching DaBaby's music videos because he's real creative, and so he's posted about 4 videos from this new album. That NBA YoungBoy song has the most views.
Well,
And that's
I believe
NBA
that.
YoungBoy.
I can see that because NBA YoungBoy is a YouTube artist.
I believe that. Well, it ain't. I guess it ain't the. So is 6ix9ine the new king of YouTube?
Was looking like.
Oh man, let's go ahead and
broke
talk
all them
about
records,
his
man.
stolen ass.
He
Go
broke
ahead and
all
talk
them
about his
records.
stolen ass. I can't see. For me, I call me old school, but I can't give him my views. I'm not giving a snitch my views, so I refuse.
I listened to the song because I had to see because I saw some people tweet about it. It was like, and people was like, like whisper, that new 6ix9ine kind of go, and I was like, okay, let me see, let me go check it out, and I wasn't feeling it. I feel like the only thing good about the song is like the lead up to the hook. There's like a little part where it just goes nicely with the beat, and I'm like, okay, that one little section of the song actually was cool. Other than that,
I wasn't a 6ix9ine fan prior to, so.
See, I'm not gonna lie. 6ix9ine has some joints prior to.
A lot of people
there
said
a couple songs I like. There's a couple songs I like.
I won't say 6ix9ine is trash. I won't say that like, as an artist. I won't say that his music is trash as an artist, but I think it's everything, all the antics, everything that's
he's a troll.
Yeah, associated with them that people don't like. So that when people was like, man, I don't like 6ix9ine, I don't like it, and I'll say to his point. Well, it's kind of double-sided. Like, he was saying that people thought he was trash just because he couldn't rap because of his hair or whatever, but it was all of the trolling and shit that he was doing. That's what people didn't like. Nobody was like, yo, people was probably just say his music trash because that's like the low-hanging fruit as an artist, is the music. So I think people was just, that's the only thing they could attack because he was on the internet. He was killing everybody on the internet. So
yeah.
And so y'all think that he is gonna stay with this run?
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, he gonna stay with that snitch jacket. He gonna beat that in, bro.
But and then people actually starting to justify it now. That's why I know this Gen Z, they don't care about the street codes. Because they are justifying what he
wasn't in the streets to care about street code.
I think
it's all about views and clicks right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's because of 6ix9ine, how he put it, how he said it. Makes you think like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I would have did the same thing there. He was like, oh, yeah, y'all tried to kidnap me. Y'all slept my baby mama. Y'all did all this. But he didn't mention like the other things he did, like how because remember when like all those names kept popping up, like, oh, now Cardi B and Jim Jones and all these other names just popping up out of nowhere. And like he had that beef with Chief Keef where like they said he put a hit out on Keef. And stuff like that. So I was like,
Chicago.
So, he tried to put that whole little narrative on there. So people was like, okay, well, yeah, because if I told you, Kai, if I was like, okay, Kai, if you had some people that try to kidnap you and do this and do that, would you snitch on them? You'd probably be like, oh, well, yeah, those people ain't messing with me. But it's just not the whole story, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he trying to make us empathize with him without telling what he really did. You know what I'm saying? Right. He really.
You were a part of that life. Like that's something you subscribe to at a point of your life. Like you associated with these people, so now you have to take all consequences as well.
Right.
Yes, he put himself into that. He wanted all that, all the trolling and stuff. He wanted all that attention. He wanted all that stuff, and then shit hit the fans. And then, I mean, and it's funny because everybody knew, like everybody, you're not surprised that 6ix9ine snitched. No one's
Right.
surprised.
No, not at all.
Even from the beginning, he was like, okay, this is all an act, but it's entertaining. People watching it, it's entertaining. So it's like whatever. But yeah, I was not shocked by. I've not been shocked by anything he's done.
They're gonna make a movie about this dude. He's gonna have a movie. If it comes on Lifetime something, they're gonna make a movie about this dude.
Man,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, two things I took away from his Instagram live. I watched it on YouTube. I didn't see it live, so I went to YouTube. I put it up. I listened to it, and there's two things I took away from it. One was when he was talking about how he told whoever the Bloods was in New York, like, look, I ain't with the street shit, but I got a way to get us out, make us some money. I ain't no gang member, but I can rap. He did that. The gang took him in. He knew the consequences of portraying the street shit. He knew the consequences of internet trolling real niggas from the streets. He knew the consequences of his actions, like, just all that shit. And then, when his crew turned on him, like, he like, well, I don't fuck with them really. They tried to, kidnap me, like, fuck my
He
baby.
don't owe him nothing.
Like, all this other shit. And then another one, which made me really think about just black hip hop artists and other hip hop artists. All right, so when he was like, what'd he say? He was like, if I was y'all, I would be mad too if a snitch went to jail and came back.
Oh man.
And be on top and have all the money. No, but check it out though. He was like, I'm truly sorry. You spent your entire life trying to be this real street nigga, and then you let a snitch do this and come back and still be number one. I was like, that shit hurt.
That shit hurt.
Because it's people, real niggas in the streets that have to live this, like, because of measures that's beyond their control, that want to make a stride into the music business, but they get held back for some reason. And then this guy, because he's not black, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he can appeal to other, consumers, like, and then he really trying to live like both sides, two lives, street shit and I think he was a real federal informant. Like, even before the shit even came out, I think that the feds came to him like, look, we got you, him, all in this paperwork. You are the head guy. It looks like you're the leader of the blood. So we either need you to take them out, and we give you this look, you cooperate and take them out, or we're gonna give you all this time, and that's just gonna be the highlight of our career. And I think way before he did the Breakfast Club interview, all that shit, that he knew what he was gonna do, like months before he was gonna do it. And I just think
that's a possibility. But if I was in the streets, I'd put a hit out on his head. Straight.
I'm sure, like,
hit out on his head. They taking you
out. And like, I don't hope nothing happened to him, but I would guess most likely somebody gonna catch up to him eventually.
It's got to.
Eventually.
Unless
and of course,
people don't help people, because, like, honestly, with all that's going on, I'm thinking from a street mentality, if he was really that involved, they would have started trying to come after your family members. You see what I'm saying? If it was some real
he said like they tried to kidnap mama and all that.
Yeah. But that's why I'm thinking that, he might be paying the right people off.
Yeah, he gonna try, but
I think he really had protective service. Like, even like doing that, I think he snitched, like told the feds that he was gonna cooperate, and then all that other shit started happening, like getting kidnapped and all that shit led up to it. But I think he had pretty much turned on him way before that shit. So I think that they got evidence, however it was set up for his team to look like, all right, well, y'all trying to kill his kid or whatever. And then that's just how it happened. And I think that's his reason for snitching. But I think it was way before that shit. He was like, all right, I'm gonna work with y'all.
Probably. And like what he doing now with all the social media stuff, because he's trying to keep up this appearance and all that stuff. Like, you seen that girl caught him on his balcony or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So he had to get moved immediately. Like, just doing stuff like that. If he keep doing stuff like that, like, I just don't see how he's not gonna get caught up with it eventually.
So they got him like under witness protection or something?
Yeah. Oh, he got.
Sure.
Yes.
Like,
But it's not like an official witness protection, right? It's like under the table, right?
Nah, this nigga has. I believe he has federal protection. All the other niggas went to
he had
went
like
to
10
bed.
bodyguards out there in the streets with him, like, but he's
Yeah.
still trolling. Like, that's what I'm saying. He gonna fuck himself over because people watching him. And if
But I
somebody
don't think
really
he
want
is,
him,
only because I think that real street people know that he wasn't no real gangster to begin with. Like,
Yeah.
they're not about to waste their time on no kid. Like, he wasn't proven to be no street person to begin with.
it's not even that. I think it's more so like they just waiting for the right time because like I know there's some street niggas out there that's like, I need to shut this nigga up.
Yeah, but Dom, I think that like his crew, like people close to him, I think they knew that he wasn't no street cat, and it was all an act, you know what I'm saying, to make money,
Right.
But I think he just took it like too far.
Too far, yeah. He was just doing extra
It
stuff.
got to his head. He started thinking he was one.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and that shit caught up with him.
But like I said, I think the views, the clicks, all of the trolling and stuff, that's something that he's gonna keep doing. I don't think he's gonna stop.
That's what he's known for.
Yeah. And like you said, he's making all this money. He came out with a song a week after being out. And people are clicking on it. People are looking. He had 2 million views in that live. The highest, I think, live was like, what, 700,000 at that time? It wasn't even 1 million. So.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. They let a rat come out and do all this. It's crazy.
But that's because we got to separate street code and social media. Those two they don't mesh. Like, street niggas ain't on social media.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of disappointed when Meek Mill responded like that shit trash. I don't think Meek should have responded like, he a snitch, and then bringing the Nipsey situation into it. I think he should have just, instead of addressing 6ix9ine like on Twitter, I think he should have just went with his second tweet like, I've got this many people out of prison with my prison reform thing. Kids, it's not cool to glorify this shit,
right, and
tell without telling the youth the consequences of your actions. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have just led with that and just let the 6ix9ine shit out, because Meek, he really from that shit, so he's not gonna get no kind of points from anybody for just calling him out, honestly.
For sure. But I think it did get to a lot of these rappers' head, like Meek Mill, for this dude to come out.
Oh yeah.
Rap.
And I was like, man, he kind of got a point. Like
2 million. Yeah. And everybody tuned in.
I mean, I knew the first live was going to
Instagram Live, you didn't even see regular people. It was just blue checks. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I knew it was going to be big because, but I wasn't expecting 2 million. I wasn't expecting 2 million. That's a lot. 2 million is a lot.
Even like his posts, like when they was posting shit on the Shade Room and shit, like it was up there in the millions of people watching that, like compared to other stuff that they post. I'm like, people been waiting to see because they want to see what he's gonna say, what he's gonna do. Everybody want to follow the story because.
But that's why I also said, well, Peanut, you actually have a point with like all of this being pre-planned, because I don't see why we got all them clips from the courthouse, we got all them transcripts. They shouldn't have let nothing like that come out.
Right.
Yeah.
And all that came out. Like, we knew exactly what that case wasn't like televised. We just seen clips and transcripts. And so like, yeah, this is all planned to build the hype around it and all that stuff so that this could happen later on. They knew they was only gonna put him in there for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they had to give him something.
There for a whole year?
No, because of Corona he got out, but he would have been out the end of this year.
So like he was there for a couple of months. Maybe a few months. We'll say a few months.
No, he was in there at least over 6 months now.
About 7 months.
And then he was in there before like trial and stuff like that. So he's been out. He's been gone for like a year, but he had like some time left.
Yeah. I think, man, that prosecution already knew I think they already got to him way early.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, we're gonna take down the whole organization, but you the ringleader because we know you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep.
And he's just like, all right, fuck it.
All right, so while we're still on the music front, did y'all get to watch that Erykah Badu Jill Scott versus battle?
I watched part of it.
Yeah, I watched some of it.
I watched all of it.
I lasted a good 45 minutes to an hour, and then I got real bored because I felt like I should have been high.
Facts.
But
It was a vibing session.
Yeah, it was a good vibing session. Like I felt like if I was high and I had the incense burning, then I would have been in that thing.
Yeah.
They was talking too long. They
Yeah.
was playing the full song. I couldn't get with it.
Each other. It was black girl magic happening.
Yes, they was
I love it. I love that.
Hey, it would have been cool, you know what I'm saying? Put it on TV, have the lights down low. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Have LED lights.
Yeah.
I had a
You know,
candle burning. I had some.
Yeah, got the candles burning, sit in the tub, lights off.
Got a hookah or something. Nice little drinks.
That,
It was definitely a vibe, and I love the uplifting. And, you know, it was a lot of black girl magic going on. I love that. I love that.
That's what's up.
so, since y'all didn't finish, but who did y'all have winning going into?
I think it was. Going in, I had Erykah Badu winning.
Okay.
Miss Badu.
From where you left off, who did you have winning?
I think it was a tie.
No, I think the crowd was swaying towards Jill though. You know what I'm saying?
Crowd was going towards Jill, which this was the only battle where they weren't keeping score in the comments. Like
that's what I'm saying. I didn't feel like it was a scoring thing. I just felt like it was a vibe. I couldn't even put them against each other at that point when they started talking.
Yeah, Jill had that whole motherly aura. You know what I'm saying?
She had that glow, boy. She had that glow.
They were popping though. I'm gonna say going into it, I had Erykah, but coming out of it, I went with Jill. And I can only say that because Erykah, you know what she gonna play. You know her songs. With Jill, I was surprised, or I was like, oh yeah, that, or that song, ooh, that's a vibe. And then she like started playing live versions, and then she had great stories to tell with the songs, and so I gave it to Jill coming out of it. But Erykah still did her thing, but I knew every song Erykah played, and I knew she was gonna play those songs, so it wasn't shocking.
Yeah.
I need I want to see a versus battle where it's just a whole bunch of shit talking and he sound like just every song. Like I want them arguing and fighting each other. I did enjoy the Erykah Badu and everything. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was, and like Diamond said, Jill, because I know like Jill's biggest hits and stuff like that, but there was a bunch of songs I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Like Jill went 20 rounds and didn't play Golden once. I was just like, yeah. So she really took me by surprise with all the songs that she still was one up in Erykah and still didn't play her biggest hit.
Wow.
So yeah, it was good.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
This Saturday we have Nelly versus Ludacris.
That's what I need. That's what I need right there.
That's gonna be a good one.
Who y'all taking?
Oh no, because
Hey, chicken head. Hey.
Man, it's the same era. They got some smashes, G.
It's gonna be a good one.
So this is how I thought about it, right?
I want to say Luda though. I want to say Luda.
And this is why you have to say Luda, because I thought about this. If we are going based off of their songs only, I'm gonna give it to Nelly. If we're going off of guest verses and features,
which they gonna do,
you gotta give it to Luda.
Man.
So that's the
Ludacris is on a lot of. He got a lot of good features.
Baby by Justin Bieber. He has Lovers and Friends. Like these are guest verses we talking about.
Isn't he on Overnight Celebrities with Twista?
You know, I think it's Lovers.
No,
that's
Kanye.
That's Kanye.
Oh yeah, that's Kanye. That is Kanye.
So he has all of his hits, and then he has features.
Yeah.
He has a Justin Bieber song. Like,
I mean that's
Nelly gonna drop that over and over again. Shut all that down.
Dilemma.
LeBron over and over again is not beating Baby.
That
you know, but whenever I think of a versus,
was number one forever, and that's like Justin Bieber.
But it wasn't because of Ludacris; it was because of Justin Bieber.
But that's still a hit for Ludacris. He has a plaque in his house with Justin Bieber's face.
Okay, but I mean, that song was gonna do numbers regardless.
No, it wasn't. That was Ludacris' first. I mean, that was Justin Bieber's first song ever.
Yeah, and it would have did numbers regardless without Luda.
Nah, Ludacris is using that song in the battle.
Nah.
I hope he don't play that in the battle.
He better not.
I hope he don't.
All right, so Luda drops Fantasy, and then And then Nelly
Drop drill.
responds with
Drop down and get your eagle on.
nope, the other one.
Tip drill.
Tip drill.
Yep. Tip drill.
Yep. Tip drill and but that's what I'm saying.
But
It's gonna be a good
fantasy,
one.
that
I'm
was-
interested in seeing how they balance it, like what they play,
Because
they switch, because that's gonna be a good one.
in my opinion, Ludacris has some of the biggest hits, but I think Nelly's biggest hits beats Ludacris. So we got Tip Drill winning over Fantasy, and then I have Hot in Here winning over Move.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. Hot in here is a smash. Hot in here is
Yep.
a smash.
Get out. Wait, I don't know, man. That was a hit.
Hot in here is a smash.
Nelly, even I feel like what is Ludacris' first song?
His first hit.
Because Hot in Here is gonna be Ludacris' first song. What's his song? Move? Is it Move?
Yeah, honestly, it's probably gonna be fantasy.
Fantasy?
Fantasy.
I might be Move. It might be Move.
Probably Move.
I'm
But
not sure.
Hot, if you put both of they first songs that they came out with, Nelly's gonna beat them.
I got Nelly winning.
Nelly's not winning because of the features, but
If he plays Justin Bieber,
Grills,
I'm
he could-
like, man.
You can play Grills and it's gonna be half of Ludacris stuff.
nah.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about dang Country Grammar.
Country Grammar.
Right, Country Grammar. Country Grammar was actually his first one, actually, song.
This is gonna be a good battle. EI. Drop down.
Yeah, Nelly killing the game. I don't know. I
Well,
think
Nelly
I
had
got
hit.
Nelly winning that one.
Nelly got
We calling out all of Nelly's hits, right? But Ludacris is gonna drop some bombs on us that we gonna forget he was featured on, or
No, Luda got that one song, man. Luda got that one song with the Raphael Sadiq, with the Tony.
Throw them bows.
Dun.
Oh, fuck me. I'm about to blow some game. That song?
Yes.
You were the one that can't say make love to me.
Yeah.
Oh. What's that song called? That's fantasy, right?
And then Nelly's gonna
Nah.
drop right after that.
Girl, you know you got.
Dilemma.
Okay. I think Nelly still gonna win though.
Oh yeah. We forgot My Chick Bad.
My Chick Bad.
what was that? What was that one song? Number one? Oh wait, no, that was Nelly.
Hey, Run Away Love.
Runaway Love. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I like that song.
Hey,
That song.
Pippin' all over the world, man.
Y'all
Stand up.
And when I move, you move. Like that.
Man, I'm so hood remix, but
He got
one more
Money
drink.
Maker with Pharrell. Shaking Money Maker.
Money. Yeah, I got Nelly.
I still got Nelly though.
Number one spot, which I think he was actually going to Nelly for that, right?
You got
Number
that
That's
with
what I
the
was
bed,
thinking
with the
of.
bed,
I was
Chris
like,
Brown.
it was number one. Like I knew it was something number one.
Yeah.
I'm coming for that number one spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rod Sierra.
Wait. What song does he go? Ludacris coming in on the verse and I never been defeated and I won't stop now.
Some of my niggas locked up and my folks locked down. I have no idea, but I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about too.
Oh, isn't that all the way
All
back
the way up.
that
No.
we play at OSU? Every time your hands go up.
All
No.
right, T-Pain.
But isn't Ludacris on? Ludacris is on that song.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's got
He got How Low Can You Go?
how low key. Yeah, Ludacris got this one in the.
I don't think Ludacris.
No, he does not have.
bag. I'm saying the bag.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
You gotta relax.
hey.
You gotta chill out.
Some features mean a lot.
I don't respect it as much if you use features.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, because we talking about hits and all these versus battles, they was dropping features. Like
I know. I just don't like when they do like
not winning
if-
a versus battle without feature songs.
I'm okay with dropping a couple feet. Like maybe drop two. 2 out of the 20 can be feature songs.
Hey, so is it? So if you say 2 out of the 20, then he got to drop "Old" by Sierra, right?
Yep, for sure.
Said what about Sierra?
Oh,
Old by Sierra.
Oh.
I think that's his biggest feature hit though.
Yeah, what's the number 2? But then he got Holiday Inn.
Oh, he got B.I. I forgot he was on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's talk about it because y'all telling me that if Nelly has 5,
Holiday Inn. Right.
in his house that is all his songs, right? And Ludacris has 20, and 15 of them are features. He can't drop none of them songs.
He better drop them shits.
That's wild.
He's going.
I'm just saying, like,
Every single top 10 hit I'm on.
Dang, I forgot he got Unpredictable with Jamie Foxx.
You can, but I just look at it as a little bit lesser. Like, I'm gonna respect it more if it's your song versus you with a guest verse. Now, if this, say like you made the song, say like your verse made the song, like it's universally known that your verse made the song. Okay, drop that because you basically took over the song. That's fine.
Hey, but so looking at Nelly's Billboard 100, I don't know, it's gonna be good because this nigga got country.
Yeah, talk to him, Peanut. Tell him what my boy Nelly got.
Ride With Me, Where the Party At with Jagged Edge.
Where the party at? Okay.
Grills, Hot in Here, Over and Over with Tim McGraw.
Woo.
Number 1, Air Force One's EI. Shit.
Nelly got them big.
Body on Me. Jeez.
Body on Me with Ashanti.
Dilemma with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Pimp Juice.
Pimp Juice.
She want me for my pimp juice.
You said,
Yeah.
so I think Luda will win. However, I'm rooting for Nelly. So I'm wearing my Band-Aid across my cheek for this one.
Okay, please do.
I
Right,
feel that
so
Luda's
I'm gonna wear my tall tee.
that Luda's winning.
I'm gonna wear my tall tee.
So let's score it.
In my head.
I'm gonna go Luda's winning like, that it's gonna be close. I'm gonna say
Luda gonna win about 8.
11-9.
I'm gonna say Luda win 8, and Nelly gonna win 11.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say 10.
11-9.
I'm gonna say 10-10.
This might be the closest one we get though.
This is gonna be.
I'm gonna say Nelly. I'm gonna say 13-7.
Ooh, that's low.
13-7.
Yeah,
I feel like Nelly got it in the bag.
can't do Luda like that.
Right, I'm going 11.
Now, if he drop a whole bunch of features, like Dom said, if it's a whole bunch of just feature verses,
it's going 16-4. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
said 11-8. I mean, I would say 12-8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know what you meant.
Yeah. But so literally, I was talking to, I can't remember who I was talking about. So do y'all think that Mariah Carey versus J-Lo would be a good matchup?
no, Mariah Carey is killing that.
Yeah, that's
They have the most, I feel like they have the most like R&B rap crossover hits though.
But Mariah Carey is like huge.
you better all put in J-Lo and Ashanti together.
Yeah,
No, that's disrespect. Don't you disrespect?
Yeah, who had the better Ja Rule verse? Who had the better Ja Rule collab?
I wouldn't disrespect J-Lo like that.
Oh, man, with Mariah, I had to go.
Ashanti might beat J-Lo in a battle.
And you disrespect Mariah putting up with J-Lo.
Right. First of all, that battle is 17. That's like 18-2 right there.
That's like a Kendrick.
I think Mariah would definitely win for sure.
That's like in French Montana.
That's like Kendrick. No, that's not like Kendrick and French Montana.
Mariah, J-Lo might not even get a point on the board with Mariah. What song she beat?
She might get a couple.
She ain't get no points with Mariah.
Not Mariah.
Depends on what Mariah plays.
Not my Mariah.
You got 5 right there.
She'll get a couple. She'll get some, depending on what Mariah plays.
Mariah got some of the best songs of all time.
Yep.
She do.
Yep. Hey, this Christmas go up every year.
Every year. She made that her own song.
That song definitely goes number 1 every year. It does, for sure.
Them all.
That song be getting on my nerves. I be so over it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear it no more.
All right, shit, what else we got?
Oh man, we gotta talk about the passings that happened in the past 2 days at least. Man, we had Andre Harrell, Little Richie, Betty Wright. They all passed away within 2 days?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Man.
That's crazy. Like, I thought we was past this. This has been like literally like from a celebrity death standpoint, especially like in the Black community, this has been probably like the worst year ever.
Like, back to back, man.
It's crazy. I'm like, damn, we definitely passed the death come in threes. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
without Andre Harrell, it wouldn't be no Biggie,
Mary,
Mary,
Diddy,
P. Diddy. Yeah.
half the people that we love.
Yeah, man, shit was crazy.
Rest up to all those people.
This came out of nowhere too. Like I was just up like Saturday night and I seen that, and then I woke up and then seen Lil Richie. Then 5 minutes later, Betty Wright. I'm like, dang.
You know what was crazy though? Was Andre Harrell's last Instagram post.
I seen that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was it?
It says, "Whoever need a ride to 2021, we leaving tomorrow."
That's crazy.
He posted that like 2 days before he died.
That's crazy. And I saw something else that said about Andre Harrell was trying to get like a lot of his projects that he'd been working on. I saw that he was trying to get them all finished and like, oh yeah, we need to like, it was like a bunch of people that said like he hit them up like, oh yeah, we need to finish these projects and blah, blah, blah. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
It's crazy, man.
He was just talking to Swizz Beatz about the Erykah Badu and Jill Scott versus battle he was looking for. It's crazy how like overnight things change.
Yeah, and then was y'all in club quarantine when he announced it?
Nah.
Cause yeah, that's what they said that D Nice dropped it in the.
I'm out to D Nice because he been doing his thing, but
Real.
I'm about tired.
Like
Yeah.
if it wasn't for D Nice, we wouldn't be having all these Instagram live stuff. Cause he definitely started it off.
Yeah, wouldn't be no Tory.
Yeah.
Definitely would be notorious.
Quarantine radio, which Tory gave him his props.
As she should.
Shout him out, so it's good.
Oh yeah, but yes, definitely rest in peace to them. Definitely, because Andre Harrell, he had like heart problems, right? It was like heart problems.
I don't know what he died from. They said he had a heart attack. I think they did say he had a heart attack.
Yeah, I want to say it was heart problems with him. I want to say Betty Wright was like cancer, and I think Lil Richard, I think his might have just been kind of natural. I think.
I thought Betty Wright was natural and Lil Richie was cancer or something.
Betty Wright.
Well, one of them had cancer.
Betty Wright had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was recently diagnosed, actually, so it kind of hit fast.
Yeah, because she probably had it for a minute though. You know that cancer be sneaking up on folks.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta start celebrating people while they're alive. You know what I'm saying? Especially Lil Richard. Man.
Yeah, Lil Richard. That's out of those three, that one hit me the hardest, just because like my grandma and stuff used to listen to him all the time, and you know. But yeah, I agree with Peanut about giving, you know, just celebrating people while you're here. You know, whether it be your family, you know, grandmas, grandpas, mom, dads, aunts, uncles, you know, just, you know, taking the time just to, you know, just let them know how much you appreciate them. And because I feel like we forget about it with everything going on and stuff. I know I do. So.
For sure.
Yeah,
man. I hate that we like ending it on this type of note, on a low note.
Hey, give us a positive quote. Give us a positive quote. End it out with.
How about all around and somebody in the industry, just give somebody their flowers real quick. We'll end it like that.
Yes, please do. That's a good one, Don. We'll leave it at that. You know, celebrate us while we're here now. Don't wait till later.
Yeah,
like, give everybody their flowers. Give them their roses.
Hey, so if it's one person that you can just give it to right now, who would it be?
Who could I give their roses to? Ooh, this is a good question. Somebody else go.
Well,
I already have mine.
All right, who you got?
On top of my head, somebody that I feel like I've been influenced by. I'm giving my roses to Angie Martinez.
That's a good one.
Why?
I grew up in New York listening to Hot 97. She has went from one #1 hip hop radio station to the other. She has interviewed so many people and experienced so many stories and has so many stories to tell of hip hop. Like, she almost is hip hop. She has like a pack of cigarettes that Tupac gave her when she was interviewing him.
Yeah.
Just a person who wanted to be in radio and is in radio. We work for the same company, and I just feel like that's goals right there.
Yeah. So this might be a little bit cliche, to say the least, But I just watched the Michelle Obama Becoming documentary on Netflix. So I'm definitely giving my roses to the First Lady, the 44th First Lady, because Michelle Obama still be out here in these streets, and she's all for us and helping the Black community. So I definitely gonna tip my hat off. I mean, what's understood doesn't need to be explained, so I don't even have to go into detail on that. But I'm definitely giving Michelle Obama her roses for holding her own while her man was in office.
Black love, black love, baby.
Okay. Mine would probably be Will Smith.
Okay.
Just because, like, as far as I can remember, ever since I was little, I would be watching, Fresh Prince. When I was younger, I wanted to be Fresh Prince. And then just watching his evolution, like the type of man he's become. Just I appreciate all the positivity and because I know it's easy, like especially when you've reached the level that he's reached, to just kind of just forget about everything else, but to want to like help others and just give little tidbits of knowledge here and there, just trying to help elevate others. I think that's super commendable.
That's what's up, man. And I think I had to give mine to Master P. Honestly, he's one of the first artists out of the South, man. Just one of the first artists in general to get their own, own 100% of their catalog, get 100% distribution deal. Man, he owned his own clothing line, his own brand, man. He played in the NBA. He fucking acted, he made it out the street, kept his family together, you know what I'm saying? And man, he a true hustler and entrepreneur. And I remember growing up saying, I want to be just like that, bro. Like, just off the strip. So yeah, definitely Master P, because he paved the way for a lot of people and still kept his sanity. He got a lot of respect still. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never changed. He ain't never compromised his integrity for nobody. You know what I'm saying? He helped a lot of youngsters behind the scenes as well, that's in the industry. So definitely Master P for sure. That's one of my idols right there.
Master P don't get enough love.
He really don't. And I really like this. I think we need to start giving people roses more often. Like, I think we need to start ending the show. Of course we can still do positive quote, but I think we need to start giving people their roses for the positive things that they're doing in our communities, for real. And It doesn't even have to be somebody famous. It could be somebody that like that help you, like mentor you or whatever personally. I think it's important that we show each other love. Like, we got to celebrate each other while we're here, for real.
Yeah.
But with that, thank you all for another episode. Tuning into another episode of the Say Less podcast. Make sure you follow us on all social media at The Say Less Pod. That's at The Say Less Pod. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Say Less Podcast. And you can DM us or email us at
saylesspodcast4@gmail.com, and that's saylesspodcast4@gmail.com.
Yes, sir. That's all I got.
All right.
Peace out, everybody.